Test, test, test.
Megtooth Sabers requires a lot of work on engineering, drilling, smoothing, tapping, setting, imagining, cutting, stripping, twisting, dipping, tin it, pin it, wire it, fire it, lock it, blast it, swing it, bash it. Megtooth Sabers.
Bam, we're live. Almost wasn't ready for that. We're gonna drink here. So, while we're waiting for everybody to get in, I see we got Jesse and we got Smooth Jazz Family on. Last week we did a board swap on the Saber, and you know, it wasn't working. I wasn't getting gesture controls, and I found error in the config. I'm kind of hoping I didn't save the original. I saved the original config. Hopefully I didn't write over it, and I can show you guys what my error was. It was a simple config error. She's working. And gesture. There it goes. But at any rate, that's the Saber that we did the board swap on last week. And I'll kind of take the rear hilt off so you guys can see this thing in action. Hey, Michael Dallin, we were just coming on, so you're tuning in just in time. So the crystal chamber on that hilt, and you know, you guys can see the crystal chamber happening, and I'll scroll through. So the only thing I have left to do on this one for Bobby Susenbach is I have to put 2 holes in the chassis so he can hit the reset buttons, and then I'll be shipping this off to him. So that's done. I'm hoping I can show you guys the config file here that I had. Basically, I had TNFs in the wrong places, and I knew something was kind of like that because it was kind of reverting back to the stock, Profi buttons functions, and I was like, it's got stock buttons on it, and I didn't know why. Oh, I'm going in and out. Huh. Is it going in and out for everybody or just Michael Dallin? Because I'm showing that my internet's good and streaming's good, volume's good. Sweet, Bion. I'm glad to hear that. I'm hoping that I'm not going in and out for everybody. Maybe it's a problem on Michael Dallin's end. But everything looks like it's functioning right on my end. I have no drop frames. Internet speed looks good. But yeah, glad you got that, Bion. That's awesome. So tonight, I figure what we do. What is wrong with my audio? It's showing it's working. Let me see if I have another stream up that's going to be affecting it. God, I hate my audio. Huh. Hang on a minute. Let's try something. How about now? Is that better? Is it better with that one? Or is it better with? So this is through my phone mic. Dang it. I hate these stupid technical glitches on these streams. Sorry, it's a little skippy. Everything was fine on the test. So tonight we're gonna do a what's in the box. Got a shipment in from the custom saber shop, and we're gonna give this a whirl. So this will interest Smooth Jazz family because stuff I need for him is in here, or potentially for him. And I just got the shipment in tonight. And what do I get here? So I've got some blades, I've got some foam, and recharge ports. Dang it, I don't know why it's still skippy. It should be just fine. Is the video skippy too, or is it just the audio? So I got some blades. I guess somebody can hear me. Let's go ahead and open this up. And sorry I'm having audio problems. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that, Michael Dallin. I'm just not sure why it's doing that. I don't know why they didn't put the foam in there. I guess they're protecting, because I got a surprise in here. Oh, there. There we go. I wonder why they did that. That's crazy. Any tools to get at it. That sucks. I don't know why it's skippy, because my internet speed is really good. And, might just be a bad stream. That sucks. I'm so just my computer isn't having problems tonight. Disk usage is good. Ah, crap. Well, let's get these out. So this is the special order I had from the custom saber shop. These are the V2 KR strips, and I wanted to give them a whirl. And the custom saber shop really wraps these things up good, but I wanted to see them because I wanted to build a couple blades with the KR's V2 strips. Yeah, it might be YouTube because everything on my end is showing like it's supposed to be good. Bobby, I showed your saber at the very beginning, but I can light it up here in a minute too. Yeah, I'm sorry about the audio, but here is the new KR V2 strips, and they are pretty awesome. Now, these were changed to be from in series to parallel. So now I believe you program these for 132 pixels. And, you know, the pixel density is a lot greater than on 5050 and the SK6812s that I use. And, you know, I'm looking forward to wiring up 2 blades. Now, here's the thing, Bobby Susenbach. I was going to make your 1-inch blade out of one of these KR strips, give it a whirl. These are much brighter than the SK6812s that I use, but it's a rigid strip, so it's really not made for dueling. I mean, if you were to hit that saber blade really hard, you could break this, but I mean, you could break normal pixels too. But at any rate, yeah, I got the new KR V2 strips in from the custom saber shop. So, Bob, let me know what you want, but I'm going to build, I've got 2 of those V2 KR strips, and I'm going to be building those blades for this hill, and also Bobby wanted me to build one. So, I'll have the blade for the Star Killer, so we can put it on the market, and I'll have the blade for Bobby, if Bobby wants that. Yeah, it must be YouTube because all my diagnostics are looking really good. Well, I'll build your blade out of those, Bobby. I mean, so far I've built a couple of those blades and I'm really impressed with their brightness. And those were the V1 KR pixels. As a matter of fact, for this saber, which, you know, I'm selling, this had the Verso in it. And I built a KR V1 blade for this saber. And, you know, I'll show it because I got it right here. So this is a KR V1 blade. And let me tighten up blade retention. And you can see. I mean, it's bright. So that's the KR V1 blade. It's awesome. I mean, I really like it. I think the big problem with the KR V1 blade was that the neopixels were all in series, and it was slowing down a lot of the cool effects on Property. And so the V2 fixed that. So I'm pretty excited to build some of these blades out of the V2s. Hey, Cole Weathers. Cole's on the treadmill. Cole's on his nightly treadmill jaunt. But anyway, I figured I'd bring everybody over here and show you something. But let's look at Bobby's config file from last week first. So let me try to share. And let me go see if we can find Bobby's config file. Oh, where was it? I may not have it, but I'll show you on BS Graphics. This one will have the fix, you'll get to see it. So basically what happened is if you go back and watch my video last week, I was missing this indif at the end of the config top, and I actually had it doubled up down here. So it wasn't using the SA22C's buttons at all, it was just using the stock buttons. So I put that indif after the config top, and then I only had an if and an indif here, and bada bing, uploaded it to Bobby's Saber, and it's working just fine. So that was the error from last week on Bobby's Graflex fix, and now that's all up and running. No, actually, Bion, the V1s aren't slow running the animations. The pixels are wired in series, so they go from one side to the other side, from one side to the other side, and it's basically a 264 pixel string where most of our effects were designed to be played on about 128 to 132 pixel string. So you basically were spreading our effects out over twice the distance they were supposed to be. So that actually made them in slow motion, as it were. And that was the big problem with the KRV1 pixel sticks, which Cal fixed those and came out with these V2 pixel sticks, and that's supposed to fix that. So, you know, I'm sure it will. But now let's get you guys over to, I'll move the camera while you guys are kind of on a screen share there. Let's get you guys over here where we can check some stuff out. And stand by. We'll go back to the scene. All right. So now let me bring these puppies. So I also got an order in from Saber Bay on these things, which are awesome. So these are the new Shtok, or the NXPL Connectors, and the holders are by Justin on Saber Bay, which are kind of cool how they're made. Now I haven't sanded these down yet, so they don't fit in there. But the difference between the V1 Shtoks, here I'll bring in a V1 Shtok. This is a V1. This is a V1. Hang on a minute. This is a V1, and you can see it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pixels on it. And this is the V2. And the V2 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pixels on it. So the V1s are crazy, or the V2s are crazy bright. If you haven't seen the V2s, they're really, really awesome. And that thing is not really focusing well. But let me try to put these down and see if I can zoom in on them. So try to get these side by side here where you guys can see them. And again, let me get the pointer. And hey, K-Set, it's awesome to see you. So this is the new version of the NeoPixel connector, and this is the old version here. So the new version is crazy. I'm super excited to install it. And I think the first one I install will be in a super secret saber that I'm not allowed to talk about yet, which has to do with Profi development. But it's going to be awesome. Those will be in my development saber, the new one, not that one, this one. And basically how these work is the lens from Saber Bay that he made pops onto the pixels. Stand by, I'll get it. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Just like that. And then that assembly slides into your holder there, like that. And they have 7/8 holders as well as 1-inch holders. So let me put them here. So this is a 7/8 holder and this is a 1-inch holder. So you can see the difference there. But at any rate, that is really one heck of a piece of engineering by Dimitri Shtok there on the new hilt adapters. Those are really awesome. And I got them from Saber Bay on Etsy, which is Justin Mars, I think is his name. Justin's awesome. But those things are the bomb. 7/8 and 1-inch. So that's that. Yep, those things are super awesome. Those are awesome. So that's that. I'll bring you all back. Ooh, Lord. Hello. Have some leg. Trying to zoom out. Wrong direction. There we go. So those things are awesome. And Casey said the builder of his first ever Profi saber to start pumping out fonts. Eternally grateful. Oh yeah, Casey, you know, I think that wasn't that a teensy saber? Your God, what was it? It was a it was one of these. Yeah, right. So when we were developing, when we were in the middle of developing smooth swing fonts, you know, Kasith was like one of the first guys to jump on board. And, you know, a lot of the guys that were making sound for plector boards, you know, were really reluctant to dive in. And I'd emailed a bunch of them to dive in to help make smooth swing fonts. And it didn't happen. And then Kasith says, hey, if you can put a teensy saber in a lightsaber, then I can start helping. And then Kasith sent me one of these, which this is a Dark Horse Custom Sabers, and this is a Transcendence. And I think his was aluminum. I don't think it was black. But, yeah, I know I'm building sabers with Crocs on. And they're green, too. These are my house slippers. And we sold a teensy saber and one of these for Kasith. And that's how we started. That's how Kasith built some of the first smooth swing saber fonts. He had a Jedi. He had like a gray Jedi, and he also had Crossguard. Was I think we were finding our initial successes on his first iteration of Crossguard. You know, and I know Jesse Kirkbride has a really awesome unstable sound font that's you know similar to Crossguard, and you know, but because I was to develop those and test them and built Kasith saber, you know, there's some level of loyalty needed Kasith on Crossguard. So, you know, on my Crossguards, even though I'll always put Jesse's unstable on Crossguards that I build, you know, customer buys them. Definitely Crossguard by Kasith. If you're building a Crossguard, you've got to have Kasith's Crossguard on there. But yeah, Bobby, I wanted to show you your saber really quick. I think you logged on late. So for everyone else that logged on last week, we did a board swap on this saber because the board was shorted. But you know, there she is. She's all working, and oh, I got the clash sensitivity set too high. There it goes. I'll adjust that clash sensitivity so you can get that stab on better, but it's also because I'm sitting here in a chair. So we've got all your gesture effects are back on this, Bobby, and you know it works just great. You know, got full shine through on the glass side. This is a Graflex 2.5 with a Goth chassis in it, and it's an awesome saber. I built that one about a year ago for Bobby, and you know, he's had a lot of fun. He's reprogrammed it a bunch of times. Bobby's actually doing, you know, his own config files and buying fonts from Kyberphonic and Kasith, and having a lot of fun with that saber. But you know, I don't want to stay on too long tonight. Especially, are we still having sound problems on the computer? Because it still looks like I'm good to go with internet speed and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to do the quick unveil of those pixel sticks, the V2 pixel sticks, and you know, I'm going to get to work on those. And it looks like Tim sent me the recharge ports I needed to finish some other projects, and you know, I'm going to work on that stuff. But you know, a lot of projects in the works. So I think what we're going to do next week on Megtooth Monday is Kyberphonic has remixed a New Hope training, and you know, y'all know that's one of my favorite fonts is the New Hope training Graflex by Kyberphonics, and he's remixed it with some, you know, original sounds, and it's really crisp. It's a lot different. The sounds are better than they were on the original NH training, and I think next week. Yeah, I'm sorry this sounds glitchy, guys. It must be a problem with YouTube. Maybe there's sunspots or something, because everything's looking okay on my diagnostics. But at any rate, I don't know what's going on with it. But I think I'm gonna end it tonight because it's glitchy. I don't know why. Everything else looks good on my end diagnostically. But definitely wanted to get that stuff out there tonight to show you guys that stuff and let you know the blades are coming. I have a lot of other projects that I'm working on that are not Saber related but are electronics related. And I can't really talk about that right now, but hopefully we will in the future. It has to do with the Prof EOS, but it's not Saber related. Yeah, I'll let you know. Eric, I'll give you first dibs on it, Eric. I'll email you what the price is going to be. You know, I still don't know. I got to finish building this blade, and then we'll find out. I'll get dibs on it. Bald guy, nice shirt. Thank you, Juan Carlos. Yeah, I'm actually wearing a Legion shirt tonight. Yeah, the update, I can't wait. And I'm going to put it on my new Graphics, and I think we'll do it next week on the Monday Night Live. And then that way it can kind of serve as a tutorial for how to add a font to your Saber. And I can show two ways of doing it. You know, I can show putting it in the existing folder, and then I can do adding a new folder and creating a new preset in the config file. So I think we'll do that next week live, Monday Live. We'll replace that font two different ways on the lightsaber, and then hopefully demo it without clicky, and that'll be on there. That's awesome, Jesse. Jesse's redoing his Vader stuff too. So apparently Jesse found some some new toys he wants to use in his sound production. So I look forward to hearing it. But we'll put the new version of the A&H training on the Mentor Graphics next week, and we'll have a lot of computer screen sharing. So people that bought the Patch Store and LGT Profi Sabers, if they want to add one of Kyberphonics or KSys sound fonts, or anyone else's sound fonts to the Sabers, they'll be able to do that. Yeah, maybe it's YouTube because everything looks okay on my end diagnostically. So maybe YouTube's having issues tonight. But hopefully when it uploads, it's not glitchy. If it is, I'll probably delete this stream. Yeah, the Chet Osborne, the gas situation is much better in North Carolina. We didn't have gasoline for about 2 weeks. And then we ended up having to direct traffic at the ports. They brought in a bunch of ships with gasoline. And then my hometown served as the distribution point for the whole state of North Carolina. So we were kind of crazy busy with that. But, oh yeah, K-Sith shared the sauce. That's awesome. Well, you know, K-Sith and Kyberphonic are one hell of a team. They work together. You know, for dark side fonts, which, you know, I'm preferable to, and the Graphics, you know, there's none better than those two to get fonts from, especially for crossguard. Unstable and crossguard, or, you know, and a New Hope training, those are my favorite fonts of all time. And, you know, ROTJ Luke by K-Sith is one of my favorites too, which I forget the actual name for that. But it's pretty cool. Ha! You got your fonts, Bobby. You know how to put new fonts on there. I'm going to use the Mentor Graphics. Are you crazy? The Mentor Graphics gets the new font. This Saber's ready to ship off to you, man. Now that's the question, Bobby. You want me to ship this Saber off, or do you want me to wait till I build the blade and ship them both off at the same time in a box? That's up to you. But at any rate, you know, I didn't want to stay on too long tonight. I just wanted to do that quick unboxing and talk about the blades that are coming. So it'll be loads of fun. Lots of projects to do. Like I said, I think what I want to do on these Mondays is film the projects as I'm knocking them out, at least some of them. And, you know, some of those can serve as help videos for somebody that's trying to build their own lightsabers. So that's kind of the thought process where I want to be. So next Monday we'll put the new fonts on the Mentor Graphics, and, you know, after that hopefully we'll be installing sabers, and including a secret saber, which I got to order a couple more parts for that development saber, but we'll get it done. But I don't really have much else except to say that, the test rig that we built about a month ago, that thing's still working really good. I use it a lot. And then you have, our crystal test rig that we built on Megtooth Monday Live that was about a year ago, and that's working out really good for testing crystals. So a lot of these crazy projects that we do on these Mondays, really, I think, help me and hopefully help y'all. And if you guys have any other ideas, because the thing is this project was actually an idea that was submitted in the chat box on one of my Monday live streams. Somebody's like, why don't you just put all that in a chassis and stop toting around all those wires? And I was like, I could do that. And I did. And, it ain't the prettiest thing in the world, but it's a test rig. And it turned out really good. So that's the cool part. Roger that, Bobby. I'll wait till I finish the blade and we'll ship off both in the same box. That'll save some on shipping. And it ain't going to be packed in that box like you sent it to me. My God. I think they could have dropped that saber off the Empire State Building and nothing would have happened to it. Bobby definitely was safeguarding his baby. And I'll make sure I safeguard your baby, but it won't be quite that extreme. No, it shouldn't be too long, Bobby. Hopefully I can get that blade built here pretty quick. These KR strips are a lot quicker for building blades. I can build them in much less time than I can with the individual strips, and I think they're brighter. But I still want to try those strips that they're on Adafruit, the 332 pixels per meter, and the master of blade building, who was on the stream a minute ago, he's definitely, and I'm talking about Space Windu. Space Windu definitely is building, hella blades. He's just an incredible blade builder. Space has always been at the top of the forefront of the industry when it comes to blade building. And I've been watching Space since he was building individual straw hat LED string blades using the Crystal Focus LS, and doing his light box testing on them. And hey, Dark Guide, good to see you too, man. And it's been awesome. It's been really awesome. I learned a lot from Space. There ain't no doubt about that. But yeah, these the KRV strips are a lot easier to do. Charlesborn says he's almost done with his upside down DV6 with the blade coming out of the pommel. That's a fun project. That's funny because if y'all don't know, and the only time you really see the DV6 in Return of the Jedi is when Darth Vader throws it at Luke. And when he threw the saber at Luke, they actually rotoscoped the lightsaber blade on the wrong end of the lightsaber on the DV6. So this is a DV6, and what Chet's talking about is they actually rotoscope the blade on the back of the hilt coming out here instead of here where it's supposed to come out. So that's pretty cool, Chet Osborne. That's a funny project for sure. And we'll see y'all next week. So next week we'll do Jesse's new sound font on the Mentor Graflex. We'll install it, show y'all how to install a font if you don't know. We'll do it without changing folders on the SD card, and then we'll add a new preset and add some folders on the SD card. And ProfiOS 6.0 is going to have a way to do that without having to do all this config adjustment. It's going to have a new font detect system on it. But it's pretty cool stuff. Yeah, Space Windu is definitely the blade master. I learned a lot by listening to and talking with Space online and offline, and he's certainly been an inspiration to me building NeoPixel blades. So thank you everybody for tuning in. I don't want to stay on too long tonight with these glitches going on, and if the stream is glitchy on YouTube, then I'm probably going to delete it. But thank you all for joining in, and may the Force be with you, or the dark side as it were. And also don't forget, because Birchie's not here. So we'll throw in something for Birchie here. Hashtag nerd up. And, you know, hopefully we'll see y'all next week with no glitches. Gotta be YouTube, y'all, because everything's looking good on my end. But at any rate, we're going to bow out for the night so y'all don't have to endure any more glitchy live videos. So we'll see you guys next same bad time, same bad channel.
Thank you everybody for watching as usual. I really appreciate y'all tuning in on my channel. And as always,